Jai Shri Krishna. Today I'm going to speak about sugar and why sugar is so damaging to your health. But just don't get confused. There are two kinds of sugar. One is non-refined and one is refined sugar. So now we shall start off with what is really sugar. Sugar is a thing which makes our food sweet. Whichever food you make, sugar or salt is always needed. As we have already discussed about salt, the next video will have salt too. Sugar is also a very important one in making the food tasty. So sugar is of many kinds. One is palm sugar, one is rock sugar, and one is finally refined sugar. So first we'll know how refined sugar came into existence. Just like salt, refined sugar was processed heavily and removed of all the nutrients it really had in. It was only carbohydrates now. Those empty cells of carbohydrates would make our body fat, and that's how obesity came into picture. That's why thousands of Americans are dying of obesity and are suffering from obesity. So sugar is a very dangerous chemical. It's a chemical thing nowadays. So glucose especially is the main sugar that is added in every single food nowadays. That is the refined sugar which is added in all the junk foods, especially your actually sugar is added in all junk foods, whether salty or sweet. It is added in every junk food to improve the taste of the junk food. So starting with candies, chocolates, biscuits, half of them are filled completely with junk food, and these ones are filled with sugar. So sugar is very dangerous for your body if it's refined, and is very good for your body if it's not refined. So now we shall begin with sugar. What sugar is really? So sugar is a glucose. It can be told as dextrose. Even lactose. Lactose comes from milk, and dextrose comes from corn, and also fructose comes from fruits. And finally sucrose is the sugar we use daily. Sucrose and glucose are the normal sugars used in junk food. Lactose is in milk products, and also we have dextrose which is used in corn products. So these are all coming from the respective things. So now we shall see why refined sugar is that bad for health, and why is sugar that important in the American industry, now in the Indian industry too. Why is sugar that important? In every sweet food, sugar, especially this refined sugar is added. So now we have three other special sugars, actually 4, which are sweeteners, artificial sweeteners. They are not even sugar first of all. They are aspartic acid, aspartame, sucralose, and acesulfame K. It's called acesulfame potassium K. So these 4 chemicals are subsidiary to sugar, but they are 200 times more powerful than sugar. They can be very dangerous, and we shall discuss about them later. So now, after having a brief discussion on this, a shocking thing that you would hear is sugar causes 144 complications in people. So I would like to read them out to you. 144 ones would be very difficult to by heart and say. So now it starts with sugar can suppress your immune system. Sugar upsets the mineral relationships in the body. Sugar can cause juvenile delinquency in children. Sugar eaten during pregnancy and lactation can influence muscle force production in offspring, which can affect an individual's ability to exercise. Sugar and soda, when consumed by children, results in the children drinking less milk. So now when you add sugar in soda, see what happens to the children. And then also sugar can elevate glucose and insulin responses and then return them to fasting levels slower in oral contraceptive users. That is why people get diabetes. And sugar can increase reactive oxygen species, ROS, which can damage cells and tissues. Sugar can cause hyperactivity. Sugar can cause anxiety, inability to concentrate, and crankiness in children. That's why children get schizophrenia. They get angry with other people for no reason. They start crying, crankiness, and also hyperactivity. Why are parents so concerned about hyperactivity? They don't understand that their children are consuming too much of sugar. And sugar can produce a significant rise in triglycerides, which is very, very bad for the health. And that too, the bad one also. Sugar reduces the body's ability to defend against bacterial infection. That's what happens. Candida infection is caused by sugar. This one thing causes candida infection. And also, sugar causes a decline in tissue elasticity and function. The more sugar you eat, the more elasticity and function you lose. That's why you get so many problems of muscle and other problems. Sugar reduces high density lipoproteins, HDL, which is good for your health, which is the correct cholesterol in your body. There are two kinds of cholesterol. There are actually many more. But these two are very important when you discuss about junk food, HDL and LDL. LDL is present in less amount and HDL in little higher amount. But when you eat junk food, it gets reversed, and that's why you get cancer and other problems. Sugar can lead to chromium deficiency. Sugar can lead to ovarian cancer. Sugar can increase fasting levels of glucose. Sugar causes copper deficiency. Sugar interferes with the body's absorption of calcium and magnesium. Sugar may make eyes more vulnerable to age-related macular degeneration. Sugar raises the level of neurotransmitters, dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. That's why people get these hyperactive disorders. And sugar can lead to an acidic digestive tract, which will give dangerous ulcers too. And next, sugar can cause a rapid rise of adrenaline levels in children. Sugar is frequently malabsorbed in patients with functional bowel disease. Sugar can cause premature aging. It will reduce the lifespan of people. And sugar can lead to obesity. Sugar can cause tooth decay. Sugar increases the risk of Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Sugar can cause gastric or duodenal ulcers. Sugar can cause arthritis. And sugar can cause learning disorders in school children. Sugar assists the uncontrolled growth of Candida albicans. If we sit and say this complete thing, I think it will cost a lot of more time. I shall explain this more in the next video with the alternatives too. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. In the previous video we just cut it because okay, now we should start with the 27th disease. Sugar can lead to obesity. Sugar increases the risk of Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Sugar can cause gastric or duodenal ulcers. Sugar can cause arthritis. Sugar can cause learning disorders in school children. Sugar assists the uncontrolled growth of Candida albicans, which is a very dangerous yeast infection. And sugar can cause gallstones. Sugar can cause heart disease. Sugar can cause appendicitis. Sugar can cause hemorrhoids. Sugar causes varicose veins. Sugar leads to periodontal disease. Sugar can contribute to osteoporosis. Sugar contributes to saliva acidity. Sugar can cause a decrease in insulin sensitivity. Sugar can lower the amount of vitamin E in blood. Sugar can increase the amount of growth hormones in the body. Sugar can increase cholesterol. Sugar increases advanced glycation and products, AGEs, which form when sugar binds non-enzymatically to protein. Sugar can interfere with the absorption of protein. Sugar causes food allergies. Sugar can contribute to diabetes. And of course, sugar can cause toxemia during pregnancy. Sugar can lead to eczema in children. Sugar can cause cardiovascular disease. Sugar can impair the structure of DNA. Sugar can change the structure of protein. Sugar makes the skin wrinkle by changing the structure of collagen. Sugar causes cataracts. Sugar causes atherosclerosis. Sugar promotes an elevation of low density lipoproteins, LDLs, that increases in the body. And sugar lowers enzymes' ability to function. Sugar intake is associated with the development of Parkinson's disease. Sugar can increase the size of the liver by making the liver cells divide. Well, now the excess division of the liver cells will make the liver enlarged, and then there will be no space in the body. People will become obese, and then that's going to make a person die too. Sugar can increase the amount of liver fat. Sugar can increase kidney size and produce pathological changes in the kidney. Sugar can damage the pancreas, which is the most important thing. Sugar can increase the body's fluid retention. Sugar is the number one enemy of the bowel movement, which can cause irregular bowel syndrome. And sugar can compromise the lining of the capillaries. Sugar makes tendons more brittle. Sugar causes headaches, including migraines, because of too much of sugar in the brain and everywhere around. Sugar plays a role in pancreatic cancer in women. Sugar can adversely affect children's grades in school. That means it tortures the brain a lot. Sugar can cause depression, which is one of the main causes. Sugar increases the risk of gastric cancer. And now, sugar can cause dyspepsia, indigestion. Sugar can increase the risk of developing gout. Sugar can increase the levels of glucose in the blood much higher than complex carbohydrates in a glucose tolerance test scan. Sugar reduces learning capacity. Sugar can cause two blood proteins, albumin and lipoproteins, to function less effectively, which may reduce the body's ability to handle fat and cholesterol. Sugar can cause platelet adhesiveness, which causes blood clots. That means the platelets will become joined to each other, and then serious problems may happen. Sugar can cause hormonal imbalance. Some hormones may become underactive and some become overactive. Sugar can lead to the formation of kidney stones. Sugar can cause free radicals and oxidative stress. This causes cancer. Sugar can lead to biliary tract cancer. Sugar increases the risk of pregnant adolescents delivering a small for gestational age infant, SGA infant. Sugar can lead to a substantial decrease in the length of pregnancy among adolescents. Sugar slows food's travel time through the gastrointestinal tract. That's the reason why indigestion frequently happens abnormally, even though the people are taking care to eat their food. Sugar increases the concentration of bile acids in stool and bacterial enzymes in the colon, which can modify bile to produce cancer-causing compounds and colon cancer. Sugar increases estradiol, the most potent form of naturally occurring estrogen. Sugar combines with, and that is why transgenders are all around the world. And this is because of sugar too, not only other factors like chocolate and GMO. Sugar combines with and destroys phosphatase, a digestive enzyme which makes digestion more difficult. Sugar can be a risk factor for gallbladder cancer. Sugar is an addictive substance. Sugar can be intoxicating, similar to alcohol. Sugar can aggravate premenstrual syndrome. And now, there are some more fewer ones. Sugar can decrease emotional stability. Sugar promotes excessive food intake in obese people. Sugar can worsen the symptoms of children with attention deficit disorder. Sugar can slow the ability of the adrenal glands to function. Sugar can cut off oxygen to the brain when given to people intravenously. Sugar is a risk factor for lung cancer. Sugar increases the risk for polio. Sugar can cause epileptic seizures, and sugar can increase systolic blood pressure, pressure when the heart is contracting. Sugar can induce cell death. Sugar can increase the amount of food that you eat. Sugar can cause antisocial behavior in juvenile delinquents. Sugar can lead to prostate cancer. Sugar dehydrates newborns. Sugar can cause women to give birth to babies with low birth weight. Sugar is associated with the worst outcome of schizophrenia. And sugar can raise homocysteine levels in the bloodstream. Sugar increases the risk of so many different kinds of cancers. Sugar is a risk factor in small intestine cancer. Sugar can cause laryngeal cancer. Sugar induces salt and water retention. Sugar can contribute to mild memory loss. Not only mild, a lot of it too. And sugar can cause a brain decay in pre-diabetic and diabetic women. Sugar can increase the risk of stomach cancer. Sugar can cause metabolic syndrome. Sugar increases neural tube defects in embryos when it is consumed by pregnant women. Sugar can cause asthma. Sugar increases the chances of getting irritable bowel syndrome. Sugar can affect central reward systems. Sugar can cause cancer of the rectum. Sugar can cause endometrial cancer. Sugar can cause renal kidney cancer. sugar can cause liver tumors. Sugar can increase inflammatory markers in the bloodstreams of overweight people. There are many more, and I think we'll give it in the next few videos. So now I would like to give the alternative of this. The alternative of this kind of a dangerous food like sugar is rock sugar or palm sugar. So palm sugar and rock sugar are good, but palm sugar is the better of the two. You can find it in South India. Yeah, you can get it in South India. So it's a very good sugar, and it is a correct alternative to the other one. And misri boosts memory. Misri, or we call it rock sugar. It boosts memory and also is very good for the heart and every single part. It's not bad for your health. But nowadays we have too white rock sugar, so that one is very bad for your health. So now that we heard so many different kinds of effects from sugar, I'm sure you people will be stopping sugar right now. Try to use palm sugar. It's very good for your health. Otherwise, if you're not getting it, the next one would be, of course, this kind of rock sugar. So for children especially, I would like to say that chewing gums and all of these would give you dangerous problems in future life and right now too. So just stop the use of sugar, that refined sugar, anywhere you see it, because it's totally processed sugarcane and sugar beet. So I finally hope that you all stop using the refined sugar. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.